Hey mathematics learners, welcome to Distance Learning with Lee, where I make learning mathematics super easy. On today's video tutorial, guys, we are still going through the grade 12 mathematics literacy paper 2 that was written in June 2021. And in this video tutorial, guys, we are going to be focusing on question 2.2. And question 2.2, guys, is a layout plan of Dumi's apartment. So we're given basically the layout plan of an apartment, and we need to basically use this the information that is given in the layout plan of the apartment to answer given questions. All right, this question is testing whether we are able to convert from inches to feet using the given information, right? It tests to see if we are able to calculate area, if we understand how we calculate area, but the formula is obviously given to us. And it also checks to see if we are able to calculate ratios, right? So I'm sure you guys have noticed that in terms of conversions, guys, they come up pretty often in most of these questions. So you need to make sure that we are really in the loop and you understand how to convert, because almost every question has some type of conversion in it, right? So before we get started with the video tutorial, guys, please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that you also click on that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video tutorial, guys. And also please make sure that you give this video tutorial a huge thumbs up. The plan is to get this video tutorial to 1,000 likes, so please make sure that you do not leave this video tutorial without clicking on the like button. And also, guys, please make sure that you also watch the ads, because that will also help the channel a lot. So when an ad pops up, guys, can you please just probably get yourself a cup of tea or a cup of water and just let the ads play, because that will really help my channel, and that will also be supporting my channel. So without any further ado, guys, let us get started with the video tutorial. Question 2.2, like I said, is a layout plan of an apartment. So let's just read the information that is given to us and let us see how that is going to help us to answer the given questions. Okay, so question 2.2. So it says that Dumi rented a 1,045 square feet apartment while she was studying. Below is a layout plan of the apartment. The dimensions are given in feet and inches, right? So we are told that we are given the layout plan of Dumi's apartment, and we are told that the dimensions for this apartment are given in feet as well as in inches, right? Okay, cool. So we can see that here we're also given additional information that will help us convert if we're required to convert, right? They are telling us here that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. They're telling us that 1 inch is equal to 25.4 millimeters, right? So this is basically how we are able to convert from feet to inches as well as inches to millimeters, right? And we are also told what these okay, I'm gonna say quotations mean. Okay, so that single quotation, it means it's a single quotation mark, right? The single quotation mark is for feet. So that single one there is for feet, and the double quotation mark is for inches, right? For example, here we've got 26 with a single quotation mark dash 10 with a double quotation mark, right? So what this basically means, it's 26 feet and 10 inches, right? Same here. We've got 4 with a single quotation mark and a 0 with a double quotation mark. So it's 4 feet and 0 inches. So that is basically what that information is giving us there at the bottom. And then just to have a look at this layout plan, Dumi is living large in Canada. She's got a living room, she's got a dining room, she's got a bedroom, she's got a master bedroom, she's got a kitchen, she's got an entry there, and she's got obviously that bathroom there. And obviously these are the dimensions for her living room it's 10, right, feet, because it's a single quotation mark, and 3 inches, because it's a double quotation mark, by 15 feet and 2 inches. As well as dining room, those are the dimensions. The bedroom, those are the dimensions. And the master bedroom, those are the dimensions. We are also given the directions, right? We are given this is north, right? North is that way in this case, right? So that means that, remember guys, naughty elephant sprays water, and you always go in the clockwise direction. So it's going to be naughty elephant, that's E, sprays, S, water, right? Naughty elephant sprays water. You always move in the clockwise direction like that. So we're going to fill that in because we know that is definitely going to help us somewhere, somehow, right? And then I think we are ready to tackle this question. Okay, we are ready to tackle this question. So let's see. Question 2.2.1. Verify showing all calculations whether the balcony with dimensions 26 feet 10 inches by 4 feet is greater or less than 109 square feet. You may use the formula area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. So now we have a look at the balcony. Okay. So we can have a look at the balcony. So they're saying that we need to verify showing calculations, right? We need to verify showing calculations whether the balcony with the dimensions 26 feet 10 inches by 4 feet is greater than or less than 109 square feet, right? So guys, the key here is, because we are given that you may use the formula area of a rectangle is equal to length times width, that means that we need to basically calculate the area of the balcony, right? Another tip, or another way that we know that we actually have to calculate area, is because we've got that 109 square feet, right? So square feet means that area was calculated, and we know that the dimensions, or the units actually for area, the units for area is the units squared. So it's either millimeters squared, or centimeters squared, or meters squared, or kilometers squared, right? So here we've got 109 squared feet, right? So it's your feet squared. So the units for feet squared, right? So that tells us that we need to calculate area. And how do we calculate area? We are given the formula in this case, and the formula to calculate the area is equal to length times width, right? So let's have a look at the balcony. All right. So this is our balcony, guys, obviously, right? This is our balcony, and these are the dimensions for our balcony. It's 26 feet 10 inches by 4 feet and 0 inches, right? So that means that the length is 26 feet and 10 inches, and the width is 4 feet and 0 inches, right? So our length, we're given the length, okay? We're given the length, which is 26 feet and 10 inches, right? That is the length, right? And we are also given the width, right? We're also given the width, right? And the width is equal to 4 feet and 0 inches, right? That is the width, right? So we basically need to use these dimensions to calculate the area of the balcony. Okay. So it's 2.2. This is question 2.2. Okay. And we're doing question 2.2.1. Okay. We're given that the area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. Okay. So what is the length? We said that the length is 26 feet to 10 inches, right? We said that the length is 26 feet and 10 inches. And we said that the width is 4 feet, 0 inches. Okay. So to calculate the area, right, we know that we just take your length times it by width, right? But then it's not that simple, because we know that our answer, we basically want to compare the answer that we're going to get to this answer. So we want to check to see if our answer is going to be greater than or less than 109 square feet, right? So it doesn't say square feet inches, right? So that tells us that we need to convert these inches to feet, so that we've got feet all over, right? And then from there, when we calculate our area, we'll have our answer in feet, right? Square feet, and then we'll be able to compare the two, right? So I'm going to repeat that. We need to convert the length to be in feet only. So we need to convert that inches to be in feet. We need to convert the width to be in feet only. But here it's already fine, because if it's 0 inches, that means that the width is already just 4 feet, right? And then once we've converted the length as well as the width, right? But we don't have to convert the width, because it's already 0 inches, so we don't have to worry about that. When we calculate the area by taking the length times the width, we'll have our answer in square feet, and then we'll be able to compare the answer that we would have gotten to this 109 square feet, and we will be able to tell if it's greater than or less than. So let's get started. So how do we convert these inches into feet, right? We were given a formula. Remember, they gave us this nice note here. Note, 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So that is exactly what we're going to use to help us convert our inches, right? That 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. That is exactly what we're going to use to help us convert. So 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, right? So we're going to convert this. What are we converting? We're converting the 10 inches, right? Because it's 26 feet, 10 inches. So if we're able to convert these 10 inches so that it is in feet, then we are able to add that 26 feet plus this value in feet to get the total feet in the total length in feet, right? Right, cool. So we're gonna say 10 inches, right? We're trying to convert that 10 inches, right, into feet. So you multiplied it by, what do you want? You want it in feet, right? So you're gonna multiply it by 1 feet or foot all over 12 inches, what you have, right? I always repeat this. I always say it like this. You multiply by what you have, what you want. You multiply by what you want, and you want the units in feet. You divide it by what you have, which is the units in inches, right? And when you do it like this, what I always repeat is that you'll see that 10 over 1 is the same as saying 10, guys, right? So you'll see that the inches and the inches cancel, and you will be left with the units in feet or foot. Okay, so it's going to be 10. Okay, it's going to be 10 multiplied by 1 over 12. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that, which is 5 over 6 feet, right? So 10 inches is equal to 5 over 6 feet, right? So what are we going to do now? The new length in feet is going to be equal to 26 feet plus that 5 over 6 feet, right? And what is the width in feet? Okay, it is 4, okay, because that's just 0 inches. It's like there's no inches. 0 inches is like saying there's no inches, right? Cool. So 26 feet plus 5 over 6, 26 plus 5 over 6 is equal to 161 over 6 feet. And that is equivalent to 26.8333 recurrent feet. Okay, so that is our length. So now that we've got our length in feet and we've got our width in feet, then we'll be able to calculate our area. Okay, we'll be able to calculate our area, right? Because our units correspond, right, to the question that is being asked. We want our answer to be in square feet, right? I'll explain what square feet means. Okay, so area is equal to the length again multiplied by the width, and we found that the length is 26.83333 recurring feet multiplied by a width, which is 4 feet, right? You type that into your calculator. The 26.8333 is already there. I'm just going to multiply that by your 4, and you'll get your answer to be 107.3333. And what do we see? Feet times feet is equal to your feet squared, so to speak, feet squared, right? But we don't say it like that. We said square feet, okay? So that is just saying feet times feet is your feet. It's like saying this, feet squared. It's the unit squared, right? But because we don't put it like this, you can say squared feet. Okay, so now the question is saying, verify showing all calculations whether the balcony with dimensions 26 feet and 10 inches by 4 feet is greater or less than. So when we look at the answer that we've got here, is it less than or is it greater than 109 square feet? We can see that therefore 107.3333 recurring square feet is less than 109. Okay, okay, and that is your answer. It is less than. Okay, we're gonna move on. Question 2.2.2. The southwest facing wall, excluding the balcony, is 25 feet. There, that's the southwest facing wall, right? They already told us here. It's very nice and easy. So we actually didn't have to go to our compass that is given to us, or our directions showing us where is our north, where is our east, where is our south, where is our west. But just to show you this is actually valid. Remember, I told you guys that when you're given a compass like that, right, you can also say that naughty elephant sprays water, right? And in between north and east, you've got northeast. In between south and east, you've got southeast. In between south and west, you've got southwest, right? So that point there, they actually drew a nice line for us, showing us where southwest is. And if you were to actually extrapolate or extend this line, it'll show you that actually the southwest facing wall is actually that wall there. You see, the southwest wall is actually that wall there, and it actually makes sense because they're saying that that wall is 25 feet, right? So they're saying the southwest facing wall, excluding the balcony, right? They don't include this balcony, is 25 feet. Measure this distance on the layout plan to determine the scale in the form of 1 centimeters is to something feet. Right. So they're saying that we need to measure this wall. 1 centimeter is to something feet. So we need to measure this wall in centimeters. This is where your ruler comes in, right? You need to obviously have a ruler when you're writing your mathematics literacy paper. Because you do a lot of measuring, especially when it comes to layout plans, and I think map interpretations, you do some measuring there. You might get hit with a question that will require you to do some measuring. Okay, cool. So you're basically gonna measure here, right, from there to there, and we'll see that, okay, this wall in centimeters, I'm gonna try and zoom this in so that you guys see what is going on. Okay. All right, so if you zoom that in, okay, I'm just gonna pick it up like that so you can see that. Do you see that it is like, if you measure this in centimeters, right, because you can see I'm measuring it in centimeters, you'll see that this wall measured in centimeters is actually 8 point, it's not really on 8. That's why I'm flapping my ruler that so that you can see it's not really on 8, right, but it is like on 8.1 if you were to approximate. But if you want to be accurate, you can just use the millimeters one. It'll be in 80s. It'll give you like 8.1, 8.2, right? If you measure from there to there, right, it's like 8.2 or 8.1, right? Depending on how accurate you are. So this wall measured in centimeters is 8.2 centimeters, right? 8.2 centimeters or 82 millimeters, depending on what you want to use. But I'm going to stick to the question because it says centimeters to feet. So I'm just going to measure it. I actually measured it in centimeters, right? So we've measured that wall, and it's saying that obviously now we need to convert, we need to determine the scale, right? We need to determine the scale in the form of 1 centimeters to feet, okay? So what do we do? Okay, so it's 2.2.2, and we found that 25 feet, right, is actually equal to, because we measured that 25 feet, is actually equal to 8.2 centimeters, right? Is equal to 8.2 centimeters. But I'm not going to write it like that because our question wants it in centimeters to feet, right? Our question actually wants it in centimeters to feet. So I'm going to say 8.2 centimeters is actually equal to 25 feet. Okay, so now how do we change this rate? It's actually not equal to 25 feet to, right? 25 feet to 8.2 centimeters. 8.2 centimeters to 25 feet, right? So now how can we change this into this ratio that they want, right? How can you change it into 1 centimeters to something feet, right? You are going to divide by that 8.2 centimeters, right? So if you divide by the 8.2 centimeters on either side, what you do on the left hand side, you do on the right hand side. 8.2, you actually divide by 8.2 and not 8.2 centimeters. If you divide by 8.2, right, what happens? The 8.2 and the 8.2 cancel, right? And if you just take your calculators just to double check, 8.2 divided by 8.2 is equal to 1. So that is 1 centimeters to 25 divided by 8.2 is equal to 125 over 41 feet. Okay, right? And if you were to press the SD button, 1 centimeters to 3.05. Okay, so the take here is you were supposed to measure. Once you've measured it like that, then you can see that 8.2 centimeters is to 25 feet, right? And then from there, once you've seen that 8.2 centimeters to 25 feet, then you can just divide by that 8.2 on either side. And when you divide by that 8.2 on either side, then you'll have your answer in a ratio of 1 centimeters to something feet. And that is why we got that 1 centimeter, 3.05 feet. Okay, that is your final answer. Okay, last question, 2.2.3. Okay, Dumi's monthly rental for her apartment is 2,188 Canadian dollars. So 2,188.71 Canadian dollars calculates the rental per square feet, right? So they want whatever her rental is, right? So whatever her rental is in Canadian dollars per over the square feet. So this question is telling you what you have to do. It is telling you that you need to take her total monthly rent and you need to divide it by the total square feet of her apartment, because it's saying calculate the rental rate per square feet, right? Per square feet. That is the over the square feet, right? So that is what the question is telling you. It is telling you what you need to do, right? So what is her rental, right? So her rental is 2,188.71 Canadian dollars, right? And then what are the total square feet of her apartment, right? The total square feet of her apartment is given here. It says Dumi rented a 1,045 square feet apartment, right? So it's 1,045 square feet. So you're going to write it like that. 1,045 square feet, okay? And then what do we see when you write it out like this, right? we see that it's going to be 2,188.71 Canadian dollars per square feet, right? So we're literally going to punch this into our calculator. We're not even going to stress our lives like that, right? It's going to be 2,188.71 per divided by 1045, right? That is our answer. So her rate per square feet, right, is 2.09 Canadian dollars per square feet, or your foot squared. Right? And that is our answer. That is how much she's actually paying per square feet. What does this mean? For 1 foot of her apartment, 1 foot of her apartment, she's actually paying 2.09 Canadian dollars. That is what, right? 1 square foot of her apartment, she's actually paying 2.09 Canadian dollars. All right. So that is it, guys, for today's video tutorial. I hope it helped. And in the next video tutorial, guys, we are going to be moving on to question 2.3. And question 2.3 has a bit of probability in it, calculating the interquartile range, sorting data that is given to us, right? So please make sure that you are subscribed on to the channel, and also please make sure that you click on that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload this video tutorial. But it's going to be literally the next day, right? And also good luck to all the mathematics literacy learners that are currently writing the exams. Please keep pushing, please keep practicing with your past papers, and also make sure that you understand your concepts by also going through the concepts, reading your textbooks, understanding what is required from you, right? But I'll also keep on giving you guys these detailed maths tutorials to just also help you prepare properly for your exams. And that is it, guys, and I'll see you guys on my next upload, Distance Learning with Lee, where I make learning mathematics super easy. Bye, guys.